All right. Well, what do you think about the whole Remy Ma and Papoose situation?
Shit, Pap. I mean, I got mixed reviews with that too. I believe Remy to a certain extent, cause I see shit like that. But then again, I'm happy for Pap too, though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna lie. I'm happy that he found somebody that what I mean that appreciates him. I guess until she leave his ass. If she leaves his ass, and then something wrong. But you know, I think they really got a good chemistry. I think they really love each other. You feel me? I think
Yo, this man is walking her down to the fucking ring. He rapping, he doing the
yeah,
pads with her and stuff like that. You gotta,
yeah.
you
You
gotta,
gotta respect that.
appreciate that.
Yeah, you gotta respect that. You know what I mean? But then again, you know what I'm saying? Like again, you gotta understand that you know his career been over too a long time ago. So shit, it, a lot of niggas, if their career's over and they ain't got nothing, they better hold them bags or do something. He better
Well, he worked for TuneCore, and then he been putting out albums still.
tune whore.
Come on, Lou.
Come on,
Come
man.
on,
What
Lou.
the?
Come on,
Come on,
man.
tune who? Oh my God! Come on.
From the distribution company TuneCore.
Like I was saying, sometimes it's good to carry bags and be a good standing dude, a good hubby. You know, that way you could afford the finer things in life. You know what I mean? Off your woman's grit and grind. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I think the situation though, like whether Remy is telling the truth or not, she's made herself look so bad in this situation though. Just like her approach to everything
Right.
has not benefited her. You know what I mean? Like it just keeps on looking like you crashing out because you jealous, you don't want him to be happy or whatever. Like I think that from the last time, I didn't think it could get any worse. And I thought that finally you guys just gonna handle it behind the scenes. But it's like, damn, like you gotta do this again and it's worse this time. I mean, that daughter of theirs is gonna grow up and whether she hears it from someone else at school or she eventually one day stumbles upon it online herself,
Right.
she gonna see all this shit, bro. You know what I mean? She gonna see it. Like, damn, my mom said that about my dad or whatever. Or like, for example, the worst thing was she was calling Pap's son gay, right? And exposed that he's gay. I mean, like that wasn't necessary, bro. Like she didn't have to take it there.
His son is gay.
That's what she said. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what she said.
Yeah, somebody I heard something like that. You know what I mean? I mean she was very immature on a lot of shit though. I mean, but at the end, I think he kind of played himself too. He was over explaining himself. You know what I'm saying? At
Yeah.
the end, he started over explaining himself, and it just didn't look good for him at that point either. You know what I'm saying? He should have just stood the fuck shut. You know what I mean? And kept on motherfucking, training with his motherfucking girl, his new girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? Or his new bankroll. And motherfucking should have just, did that and not talk. Let Remy keep talking, you know what I'm saying? But when he started talking, I started seeing a different light.
Mm.
I think Remy fucked up stepping out on him, but I think Remy was tired of him a long time ago. I think Remy wanted out a long time ago. You feel me?
Right.
And he was still sticking around for the daughter and everything, which was a noble thing, man. But when a woman don't want you, yo, just leave. Find somebody else. You know what I mean? Don't keep on sticking around. He was sticking around watching her fuck niggas, dudes, everything. I'm like, God damn, this nigga. Mm.
Well, yeah. Well, what do you think about that? That he said that she said actually that, yo, he hasn't come seen our daughter, and then Pap is saying like, yo, you won't even let me see our daughter.
No, I think they was I think both of
They
them
both wrong.
they both wrong. Yeah, they both wrong. Cause Pat act like he's super dad, but that nigga ain't no super dad. You know what I mean? Like everybody, they make him look like he's not that. He's not that. Cause if that was the case, that same energy would have been put into his son. And if his son is gay or whatever, then he got a lot of explaining to do about that. You feel me? Like, and I ain't saying it in a bad way. You know what I'm saying? But if your son is a homo, that's still your son. You know what I mean? Are you gonna shit on your son, or you gonna stand by him?
Well, that's what he didn't he say? Didn't he say that Remy is the actual one that be shitting on gay people, and he don't have a problem with gay people?
I don't know, bro. That's hard to believe. See, now from me knowing a little bit of history from not only him, from rappers in general, motherfuckers is real homophobic. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, rappers always took a bad look because they didn't want to be around gay motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. And times is different now. You feel me? Like times is different, and some motherfuckers they cool with, you know what I'm saying, with it. You don't gotta be down with that shit, but you know what I mean? So him saying he ain't had that nigga lying like a motherfucker. That nigga lying. You know, to me, it's just bullshit. You know what I mean? Cause we all got family members that's gay. You feel me? We either got a fucking gay brother, a gay cousin, or something. You know what I mean? And you gotta learn to love them. You know what I mean? Cause they your family.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some niggas choose to love them a different way, but that's another story. but but as far as his son go, I never heard him talk about his son at all. You know what I mean? So how fucked up is that? You know what I'm saying? That don't make you a good dad. You all them years you want to start showing off your daughter with Remy, but you ain't never showed off your son.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's bullshit. You know what I mean? I don't feel that.
What do you think about Pap saying that he thinks that she may be on drugs?
I think that nigga on drugs. I think that nigga on drugs on some real shit. Like, I think all them niggas do drugs. They do some type of drugs, you know what I mean? You get high or something. Some is addicted. I just don't think Remy is it. Remy didn't do the right thing. You know what I mean? But I don't think Remy is as bad as they making her look. You feel me?
Mm.
To me, I think she made valid points. She didn't want to be with him, and he didn't want to leave. She been trying to get out of that, and he's trying to make it look like she didn't want that nigga back. She happy that nigga going. When people paint this narrative like she's happy, I mean she's miserable, you know what I'm saying, and he's happy, man, that's the same way people just think that they know people that they never seen in their fucking life. I think Remy is as happy as she's ever been, honestly. That's just my take on it. My
She's
opinion.
not doing a good job though of presenting things in the best way. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying? Like
she
I
she's doing a terrible job. She
right.
did a terrible job though. She did a terrible job, and she owns some of it. You feel me? She owns some of it, but then, you know, she kept coming at certain situations in a way that is not how a lady handles shit. You feel me? But then you gotta see where Remy come from too. You know what I mean?
Right.
Remy come from something that's not good. So you gotta understand, you know what I mean? Like, but at the same time, I just hate that people making it look like Pap is this innocent dude. You know what I'm saying? And never stepped out on his wife. Man, there's two sides to every story.
Right.
That's it. You know what I mean? Yeah, she fucked around with a geek ass nigga. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? You know, easy to block captain. You know what I'm saying? Because he was the block captain of the block snitching and shit. You know what I mean? And
Oh, come on, man.
who would want that name though? Easy to block captain. Block captains was the captains of the block that watch neighborhood watch. You feel me? You know that, right?
Right.
It was a neighborhood watch that they made like worldwide, and they said they gonna pick a block captain. So
So
why
you're
would
saying that
you?
he chose a name that is like equivalent to saying you a
So
snitch,
to a snip,
basically.
yeah, exactly. Who would want that name? Easy to block captain. Like nigga, I get what he think it is. He think, oh nah, I'm the block captain of of well real
I'm holding the
niggas.
block down.
Man, he ain't, yeah, you holding a motherfucking sirens down, nigga. Easy to block. Woo, woo, woo. Oh shit.